Hey, sixth graders. This is not a history lesson. This is your final goodbye from Miss Young. I wanted to just tell you how much I enjoyed being your teacher this year. It wasn't the ideal fourth quarter. It was kind of crazy. We didn't get to do some of the projects that I wanted to do in history, and some of you are probably like, yay, thank God. But I have enjoyed just having you in my class. I've enjoyed videoing history lessons with you, and I'm excited about next year and being your teacher. Again, next year, those of you that are coming back, Lord willing, everything will be back to normal. I'm just praying that that happens. But I wanted to say a final goodbye to all of you, and just bear with me. I hope you watch this video and know that I'm making this because I love you and I care, and you're very special. Harmon, you, my friend, Nolan, I don't know why there's always been students that I know their name, but for some reason I call them by a different name, and that's like Clinton Corbin. I used to always do that all the time. But for some reason I always called you Nolan, and I don't know why, because I know you're Harmon. I've known you since you were a little boy, but I have enjoyed being your teacher. Your mom is so encouraging, and she has been to me. I know that there's been some concerns during the past, and I love the fact that your mom could talk to me and we could work things out, and she's never made me feel inadequate. She's never made me feel like a horrible teacher. Neither have you. I love how you engage in history, and I love being able to joke with you and laugh and tease you, because you're one that could take it. I still see you like looking at me like this, and I picture that, and I'm gonna miss seeing you. I'm gonna miss seeing you walk in with your dad and me yelling across the way, "Hi, good morning, Harmon," or Nolan. But just know that when you go to school, in your new school, and you walk in, just hear my voice. Hello, Harmon, and know that I'm going to be thinking about you, and I will when I'm greeting the kids in the morning, because I'll still think about you and picture you walking in to our school. And if you happen to not like your new school, you can always come back. We would love to have you. Gabby, my sweet Gabby, I'm so glad that your parents have put you in our school. You are such a sweet girl. Your parents are so incredibly kind. They have written me the nicest notes, and I appreciate that. You don't know what it's like sometimes to teach middle school. When you teach elementary, the kids always show their love and affection towards the teacher by giving gifts, by writing notes, by drawing pictures. Parents do too. It usually stops in middle school. But you, Gabby, have always showered me with notes. Your parents have given me gifts, and that made me feel special. And just little texts now and then to let them know that I'm a good teacher and I'm doing a good job. I know that you and I have a lot in common with your brace, and like I said, you're gonna get through this, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're beautiful, and it won't last forever. I promise you that. Emma, you and your family are the ones that I could actually count on to pray for me. I have always felt loved by God, and when I talk to your mom, I feel like sometimes I'm in God's presence. Not that your mom is a God, but she just overflows with the joyness of God. I know that's probably not a word, but she's just filled with God's love, and I feel it when she talks to me, and how she prays for me. And teachers need prayer just like our students do. But Emma, you're so shy, and I'm so happy to know that you wanted to come back to Legacy Christian School so I could be your teacher. And I hope I did not disappoint. I hope I made history at least a little fun for you, because I sure do love you, sweet girl, and I love your family. Alyssa, I feel like I've known you forever, even though you've only been to our school for a quarter, basically. You just fit in so well. You just came in. A lot of new students come in and they kind of like sit in the background, especially in the middle of the school year. Not so much in the beginning, but in the middle of the school year, you just came in, made friends, hung around teachers, got to know us, and I feel like I know you better than a lot of my sixth graders who've been there forever, because you made yourself known. You came in to talk to me, and I always loved our morning chats in the morning, and how you always would bring me things, and the gifts, the kind gifts you would give me. You give gifts not randomly. You think about your gifts when you give them. You think about what I like, and not just say, oh, here's a bunch of flowers, which I love flowers. I'm not just saying that, but you put some thought into your gifts. And it's great because now when I look at those gifts, I could think of you in years to come, whether it's the mug or my ear pod case. And I just appreciate your parents too. Your mom has been so kind and just putting you in this school, and I hope that you will come back. Aiden, your dad is also another one who's such a great encourager. He makes me feel like I'm the world's greatest history teacher in the universe. And you're quiet, but you're not. And you are sweet. And I'm just sad that I did not get to be your teacher for the full year. Thank you for doing your work, this distance learning. Thank you for listening to my videos. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for your smiles, and I know that you just fit in so well in our school. Glad you were here. You're amazing. Rihanna, I would say, take off your hood. But I loved our morning chats too. The fact that you were always here in the morning, your beautiful hair, and just your laid back personality. That's who I would be. If I could come to school and teach with my hoodie on my head, which I've done before, or a beanie, I would do that because that's who I am. And I just love your personality. I love the fact that you are kind, but you're sarcastic, which I love that kind of personality. You make teaching fun. And I would come home and I would tell my sister stories about you or what you did in school, and Mrs. Craig would be like, she was just like that in kindergarten, you know, and so it just makes me laugh to picture a little Rihanna saying same things that middle school Rihanna does. And your dad was always, and your dad and mom have always been really good at making sure that you get your work done and stuff like that, and I just appreciate that. Love you, sweet girl. Mia, my sweet Mia, you made teaching easy and gave me less stress when I was sick for about a week and a half, because I knew for a fact that you had my back, that the assignments were going to be on the board. You knew what to do. You knew where everything was. You were able to tell the teachers, and to know that the homework was there every single day, and the things that you would draw on the board. You were so dependable, and I love that. I love your personality. I love your smile. You're beautiful, and I miss you so much. I miss my little math class that we had in the morning, that we could just talk with one another. And I want you to know that you made things so easy for me when I was sick. And I'll probably use you again next year. Let's see, Lydia, you were quiet a lot. You never really said much in class. I don't know if you were sneaky or if I just had you back in the back, but you were so smart. I would grade your history tests and your history quizzes, and you would get 100, and I'm like, is she learning? Is she cheating? No, I don't think you were cheating at all, but it was just the fact that, you know, you never know about the quiet ones. You didn't really raise your hand to answer things, but you were getting it, and I just appreciated that about you. I appreciate you being kind to people, and you were such a great addition. Jacob, my sweet, truthful Jacob. I can count on Jacob to tell me the truth, whether it's hurtful or not. But I love you, Jacob. I love your grumpiness. I love it when you're happy. I love talking about baseball with you. You still have a kindness about you that you will pretend that you don't have. And I know it's there. There's something in you that's going to be amazing. And I have 2 more years to work on you and to get you to smile more and to know that you are loved. And you matter to this world, Jacob. You matter, and you're going to be something great. You are something great now. But just, I'm excited to see what God has for you. I'm excited to see your skill and what you are going to do with your baseball. And I hope that I'll be able to see you play in the major leagues someday, and I could say, I know that kid, and I have his rookie card, his first one, and know that you are loved so much, and I'm so glad you're part of our school. Nathan, I am going to miss you next year. You are so sweet, and even though you try not to be, I'm gonna miss your mom. Your mom has been such a nice friend throughout these years, and your brother. I love you guys very much. I love that you are real, that you don't pretend to be someone you're not. I know that school sometimes is a struggle for you, but you still work hard, and at least you did in my class, and I'm going to miss you. If you ever need me, you can still get a hold of me because your mom has my number. And Rakaya, beautiful girl, I love that you are in our school this year. You are amazing too. I love the fact that you always wanted to volunteer to read, that you participated in class, that you were friendly, and you're just, I love that you question things too, and not in a bad way. You're just asking questions a lot, and you want to know, and you want someone to be truthful to you. And just know that you matter in this world. You are special. God loves you. I love you. Your teachers love you. And if you ever need anybody to talk to during the summer, know that we are here. All of you. We're here. We love you. And I know it's been hard being alone. It's hard being alone and sitting in a room and doing school by yourself. That's not how it should be. I put a story on the Facebook page of the middle school, and if you read it, you can kind of feel my heart. Someone else wrote it, but that's how I feel about all of you. I feel like I don't want to go back to my classroom because my calendar is still going to be stuck in March, and everything that you've done is still on the desks, and the hand sanitizers, I'm going to start crying, and everything, and I just breaks my heart that I did not get to finish the year with all of you. You guys are amazing. Nolan, I am going to miss you very much. You were the shy one. Your brother, Elijah, was the one that was a little bit more loud and, outgoing. But the one thing I remember is that in the morning when Elijah tried to get away from me so he didn't have to fist bump, you would always fist bump me no matter how much stuff you were carrying. You could have books like this and you could be like trying to fist bump like that, but you would always greet me, and I am going to miss you too, and I'm going to miss your parents. Your mom was always so kind to me. Let's see, who's next here? Mac. I was going to say Mac Attack, but you don't like that, and you don't like mac and cheese, but I'm just going to say that right now because, Mac, you are special to me, and I am going to miss our chats. We got to have math together, and I loved, you made me laugh every single day because I could be sitting in math, and out of the blue, you'd raise your hand, and you'd say, and I think you have a question about math, and you would say, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? And I was like, no, but I am now. And so those are little things that you would do, or you would have these stories that you would tell me, and they were amazing. You're so smart. And I'm glad, and I hope you come back to the school because I can't imagine what it'll be like without you. Your mom has always been kind as well. She's written me nice notes and made me feel special. And you're a very special boy. And Zoe, I'm so happy that you came to school this year. I remember when you and Aiden and Hannah came to the open schoolhouse, and I got to see you. And then you also came to the day where the shadow day. And I wish we had more Zoes. You're just so kind and sweet, and you work really, really hard to do your best. And I know that school hasn't always been easy, but you are so obedient and respectful. And we need more students like that. We need more Zoes in the world. And you're kind. And my sister loved working with you. And he loved working with Nathan. And I always thought that you're just an amazing person. Josiah, you made me laugh also every single day with your forgetfulness. I mean, you could be in class and all of a sudden, oh, I forgot something, and would go, or I don't know what it was, and it was the littlest things that you did, your expressions, but you just made me laugh. And I loved how you participated in history, and you were always fixing things. Like the first day of school, I couldn't get Caleb, Josiah, and Christian together. I would call you guys by the wrong name, and I don't know why. I'm just really bad. And so I'd say Christian, but I look at Josiah and then Christian, you wouldn't be talking. So I finally learned your names, just like, but I just love you. I love that you were giving. I could see you eating all your snacks, carrying all your books, and helping us during the computer time. I mean, you hardly ever got to do your work because you were kind of helping everybody else set up their program. And I just love that about you. I love that you're dependable that way, and you just are, even talking about you right now puts a smile on my face. I mean, even when we did Zoom things and I would see you chilling out on your bed, that's just you, and that's my buddy, Josiah. Plus, I love your name. David, my kind, sweet David, thank you for all the times that you came into the room and you just turned on the TV for me without even asking. You were always wanting to do things for me. You were always trying to please me, and just very respectful. Sweet boy. You are a sweet, handsome boy, and I just love you. I love your personality. I love your kindness, and you're willing to work hard. Your mom is amazing. I love your family, but your mom in general has always just hugged me and made me feel like I was the world's greatest teacher as well. And I know that she prays for me too. Hannah, you just are so joyful. I love your spirit. I love how you can light up a room, and I know that sometimes you had a hard time. It was almost like if I told Hannah to sit still, she would try so hard, but she couldn't, because she just was that kind of a person, and I just love that about you. I love that you outshine, and you're just joyful, and I can't even describe you to an extent how much I love being around you. You're the type of person that I can hang around with and feel good about myself and feel good about life, because that's how you see it. And I hope you never change. I hope no one ever squashes your spirit and makes you think that you're worthless, because you are not. And I hope that you will shine for Jesus, and that you will be a light in this world to encourage people when they are not encouraged. Zane, you are so quiet, but you are so kind and respectful. And that's what I really like about you, is that if I told you to stop talking, or if I told you to pay attention, you would do it. You are an amazing boy, and your mom is amazing. I love how she is, and she always greeted me with a smile in the morning, and you did too. At this age, 6th grade, it's easy to act cool and not want to pay attention to your teachers. You never walked past me in the morning without smiling and saying, "Good morning, Miss Young," and giving me a fist bump. And I have to tell you that that meant a lot to me, because there are times when in 6th grade, kids want to just run past you and not pay attention, and you're too cool for the teachers. But you were never too cool for me, or you never acted like it. You were kind and always delivering things for your mom, or doing your work and trying to participate. And I just love you too. June, I love your family. I said this with Gabby. Your family has been so supportive of me throughout the years, and I'm so happy you're in our school. If there's one family also that I know prays for me, it's your family. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for your spirit. You also are just so much fun. When I love watching you come in class and participating. You always participated. And I can always also count on you. If I told the students to pick up the stuff off the floor, you would do it. You would pick up things and you would crawl on the floor and help clean my room. You would do whatever I asked. You're very respectful, and I am going to miss that about you. Caleb, I love talking about World War II with you, and I cannot wait for the day when we can actually teach that in history and talk about that one-on-one together. It's such a great thing for a teacher when she teaches a subject and she has a student who loves that subject and who wants to learn. And I just appreciate that about you. And I hope that you will always continue to study that, because you can be a teacher someday. You can show your love for World War II and the fact that you respect America. I love the fact that you have a big old American flag in your room, and I hope you will always love our country. We will not always be perfect. We will make mistakes. We will have leaders that make mistakes, but always respect their position, respect what we have, and fight for what we have. Who knows, one of these days you may be fighting for our country, but whatever, I just want to know that I'm just so proud that you're proud to be an American and that you respect the veterans who have fought to give us freedom. Caleb, that is a great, great characteristic. That is so wonderful, and I love that about you. Michaela, my sweet girl, I have known you since you were little, and you have grown into such a kind, beautiful person. I love the fact that you're so good to your little brother. Your parents are so kind, and I know that you've had a rough year in some areas, and I just know that you are loved very, very much. I wish I could have been your teacher throughout the rest of the year. I wish I could have been there for you and just hugged you and let you know that you are loved, but you're special, and I just love the talent. The fact that you still like to bake, and I'm still waiting for my chocolate chip cookies, but I miss you guys so much. It's just so crazy. Amanda, I have wanted to be your teacher since you were little. Your mom always gave me gifts, and you were not even my student. You would bring me presents all the time, and I don't know, I just thought that was just so sweet. And your mom acted like I was a great teacher, and she had no idea what kind of a teacher I was, but she would always tell me, you're such a wonderful teacher. And it just made me feel special. I'm like, well, I'm not even Amanda's teacher yet, but I'm so thankful that I finally got to be your teacher, and I hope you come back too. You are amazing. You are so respectful, and just treat me really well. And I know that you love me, and I know that you may not love history, but you love the fact that I teach it, and that's how I feel about you. And Christian, you are quiet, but you're such a hard worker, and if you didn't get something done right, you would work at it, and you would try your best, and you would always do your stuff over, and you participated, and you got good grades, and that's the thing that I love about you. I'm sorry, my dog came in my room, and so I just want to let you know that you are special, Christian. I love your name too, and I hope you come back, all of you, my sweet, sweet 6th grade class. You all are amazing, and hopefully I did not miss anybody. I had you all here. And those of you who are not coming back, please keep in touch. Please know that you are still loved no matter what. When you step onto your campus, your new school, and you go into the classes, be respectful to your teachers, get to know them, and think of me, and I'll think of you. And those of you that are coming back, I can't wait to see you. I pray that everything will be back to normal and that I get to be your teacher. Love you, love you, love you. But the most important thing is to know that God loves you and He will be with you no matter what. And I hope you make good choices.